we pump that out, the performance up and we'll help them. I'll go and see the schools for them. I'm well up for this.
Okay.
/quit. Well, I think Manchester Education, well, not just Manchester Education, but every education board in the whole of Britain should quit treating people with dyslexia the way they do. We've been discussing the problems that a dyslexic person has in schools, in the education system, and maybe even what drives some of them into the criminality. I'm here with, can I get this?
Roger.
Roger, thanks. as it happens, we've just been discussing one of the problems of a dyslexia, and that is people's names. I often say to people, oh, what's your name again? They'll tell me, so I'll have to ask you again tomorrow because I forgot it by then. I've had a sleep, and I joke about it, but
I'm exactly the same.
It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
So we've been talking about dyslexia awareness. We've been telling people that they must stand up. If they even think there's a possibility of the children having dyslexia, they must take it to the school, and the school have to do something about it. But if they don't, they can get you on the phone and you'll give them a lot of information, won't you, Rog?
Yeah, definitely. There's a free phone number. Am I okay giving that out now?
Yeah, of course, mate.
It's 0800 077 8763, and we'll be happy to help anybody if they want us to go in with them to the schools to meet headmasters. More than happy to help, because this is an issue that's close to my heart, obviously being dyslexic myself, and I've seen so many people struggle with it, and we shouldn't do. We shouldn't be embarrassed or shy about it. We're just different. That's all it is. We're just our brains are wired differently to other people, and we should celebrate it, not be shy about it.
You know, saying that, I was at the netball championships, and I'd interviewed somebody, and a presenter from another station came up to me and said, "How did you do that? That was fantastic." I said, "Do what?" She said, "How did you interview that person like that? That was brilliant." I said, "Well, I was just speaking mine, that's all." And it's just a matter of, I think, like you say, the way your brain is wired up, it compensates for something. So mine has given me the motor mouth, it's given me the gift of the gab.
Yeah.
But whereas the reading's concerned, I've always shied away from that.
Yeah.
But as talking to people, I haven't got a qualm about that in the world. So, but again, this is just me. You know, my dyslexia, or the dyslexia within me, can be different from the way it affects you.
Oh, sure. It's a very complex subject area, dyslexia. It's not, black and white. There's quite a different range of how it can impact on the individual. But what is black and white is that, as you quite rightly said, the education system that we have in Britain is not dealing with it effectively. If we've got headmasters who think it's right to say no to a single mum, to assess her daughters, then that's not right. If we've got teachers, and I know we have, who know virtually nothing about dyslexia working in the classroom, that's not right. We can't have that. And if we've got what they call SENCOs, the special needs teachers, who know a smidgen more than that, hardly worth knowing that the level of knowledge that they've got, then that can't be right. We need a lot more funding going into this subject area, and we need some specialist training for staff, and to encourage our students to be all that they can be. I know it sounds a bit twee, but we need people to feel to be empowered and to feel strong enough so that if they want to try and be a musician, well, let them try and be a musician, but don't try and push them into a round shape, into a square box, because it's just never going to happen, and we're going to keep making these criminals in Manchester, and that's all we're doing. And the next thing that we need to focus on as well, I mean, that's the young element of our society, but we've also got a big chunk of us, like me and you, Martin, who are adult, mature individuals in the community who are dyslexic, but who are struggling to find their way through. Now, what I'd really like to see is a programme encouraging people like me and yourself to get back into education. Not to be frightened of going back into education, but to do stuff that you like doing. You know, maybe if you're good at motor mechanicking, or, you know, not to be put off by the classroom again because you had such a bad experience in the past. Let's see what you can become. Let's see how you can develop, you know. Last
year, this is going to, well, it's giving me goosebumps, pimples actually. Last year, well, I'll go back a couple of years, I started thinking, I've got 11, no, she's 11 now, my daughter, lead by example. Got to show her that education is important. So I got to Manchester Adult Ed, and I'll do a couple of courses, bit of English, bit of maths and something. It just shows that I'm doing something. But it gave me a bit of a spirit then. So I went on last year and did a diploma. But because the confidence grew so much, I wrote off to Manchester, Stockport, Trafford colleges to do an access course into university.
Brilliant.
So I did my diploma last year, and I got my diploma. I'm on a GCSE English, GCSE Maths now, and yesterday I went to Stockport College, and they've accepted me, depending on my grades, for an access course to Manchester University to study crime and criminology.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Can be done.
I take my hat off to you. Absolutely
it can be done, can't it?
Yeah.
52, going back into education.
Yeah.
Because I was put down so much as a child. Hopefully within 4 years now I have a degree.
And how does that make you feel?
I couldn't even explain it.
No.
Couldn't explain it. Just
fantastic.
You know, from being told at 7, 8, and being battered and beat round the head at school, being told I'm worthless, I'm shit. Even the word shit, you shit, Williams. Get off your fat ass and do something, you shit. In fact, you won't ever make nothing of yourself, Williams, will you? Because you're crap. You beat a dog long enough, it'll stay down, doesn't it?
Of course it does, and then you get young people in the education system who truant from the age of 12, 13, they never go in. They're just missing out on so many opportunities.
14 myself I started, well, 14, I didn't go in from 14 on.
And they're missing out on their chance, their life start chance, because as an education system, we're not catering for these people. And it's not like it's just like 1 or 2 people. This is thousands of people across Manchester. Yeah. Another bit of statistic, Keith calls me Stato, because statistically Manchester is at the wrong end of the league table for all the things we don't want to be there for. For truancy levels, we are the worst truants in Britain. We have the highest truancy levels at our schools in Britain. So we've got hundreds, thousands of kids, from the age of 12, 11, 12 upwards, who are like roaming the streets, up to no good, getting in trouble with the police, and missing out on the building blocks for the rest of their lives. And that's our fault. Link between dyslexics and criminality, unfortunately, is quite clear. And that is our fault. And when I say it's our fault because we are not asking our MPs. We're not telling our MPs, we're not telling our councillors what we want to happen in our schools. We're not telling them what we want to happen in our society. And we should do. This is our chance now to really make a difference and to make a mark in the future of our communities. And if we don't, then, unfortunately, we're going to carry on. Manchester's got the highest rates of teenage pregnancy in the country. Why is that? Because dyslexic girls will do anything, and falling pregnant being one of those, to get out of the school class environment because they do not enjoy it. So there's a really strong correlation between dyslexic girls and teenage pregnancy.
Right, we've got to do something about it. What we're going to do?
Well, come down to the Awareness Week activities that start on Saturday the 19th at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Manchester Museum, Oxford Road, next to the university. That's on Saturday the 19th. Then on Wednesday the 23rd, we've got some Brazilian music, and we've got different activities down at Ben Brazil and just off Deansgate next to Kendall's. Thursday the 24th at Folk Bar on Burton Road, West Didsbury. We've got various talent playing for free. Then on Saturday the 26th at the Albert Tennis Club, we've got local bands. There's a band coming up from London, the Valentines. We've got a brilliant local DJ playing ska and reggae and Motown. And then on Sunday the 27th, finishing off at the Whitworth Art Gallery from 12 o'clock till 4, we've got a family interactive day with local artist Mark Wire. So there's loads of things to come along and do and talk, but what we need to do is to bring political pressure on those that have got the power to start making some changes.
Is there a quick way we can do it? Not a quick way, but can we, like, I've got to finish in 15 minutes. Is there a way that I can, or we as the public can do that?
Well, get on the website with us, register on the website with us, write to your MPs, it's, you know, online, or speak to your MPs at the workshops that they run. Get in touch with your local councillors. Explain that this is an issue that is causing us big problems in our society. Let's try and do something about it.
You could also go to the dyslexia help.org.
Yeah, you can go there or look us up, Dyslexia Foundation. Just Google Dyslexia Foundation and get the link, or phone that free phone number 0800 077 8763, and let's start, you know, positively.
Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah, we're on
everything.
Facebook. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on everything.
So that could be your child in the future. We're talking about.
Spot on.
Stand up. Help your child today.
Improve
Before it's too late.
Improve our community.
Roger, it's been brilliant.
Thanks very much, Martin. That was honestly excellent.
Cheers.
Thanks. Absolutely made up, mate. Thanks very much.
No problem. Right, mate.
I'm made up. Dead happy.
It's a good bit.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
I was made up. I wasn't expecting that at all. I just thought I was going to come in and just rabbit on about what we're doing.
Yeah.
But that was magic.
Glad to be of assistance.
Oh, that's brilliant. And the more people that heard that, the better.
So we go
You've done your bit.
things, yeah.
It wasn't until today that I actually knew that he actually, you know, like...
I think it was not long he'd known, by the sounds of it.
There were some quite warming, heartwarming revelations coming in. You know,
I listened, I was listening.
I thought it was a really interesting thing, you know, because I was just expecting him to say, right, well, what are you doing? You're doing this, that, that.
No, it's good, like...
I would probably get journalism.
I love it, because that's...
Mickey, I'm made up.